Hello, it's Simon here, and I've got some challenges for you today to help us think a bit more about the parable of the sower that we've just heard. Now, I haven't just got one challenge for you, I haven't just got two challenges for you, I have got three challenges for you. Now, you might not be able to do all three of them, and that's okay, but hopefully you'll be able to do at least one of them, and it will really help you to think about this parable. So the first challenge is this. If you can, and it's safe, and you've got an adult or a grown-up person who can do this with you, why not go out for a walk today? And while you're on your walk, why not pay attention and notice where the plants are growing? And perhaps you'll notice some plants that are growing really, really well, and you'll see where they're growing. And perhaps you'll also see some plants that are not growing so well because they're covered with weeds. And you may even see some plants that are really trying to grow on the stony ground. And while you're on the walk, maybe think about the story that you've heard, and maybe think about what that story might mean for us. So that's the first challenge, and that's a really easy one to do. The second challenge is a bit harder, and it might mean that you have to ask an adult for some help. And it will also mean that maybe your adult might have to go and find some things for you. But the second challenge is this. If your adult has some seeds and a plant pot and some soil that you can use, why not try growing your own plant? You could plant a seed, water it, make sure it gets plenty of sun and take care of it. And then see how important it is to feed and nurture your plant. And as you do that, maybe we can think about what Jesus was telling us about how the Word of God needs nurturing and feeding and growing in us. Now, the third challenge is probably one that we can all do, and it's to learn a memory verse. Now, if you're not sure what a memory verse is, it basically means we try and learn a sentence or two from the Bible off by heart and remember it so that we can think about it and pray about it. And the memory verse that I'm going to ask if you can try and learn is this one. Here is something to remember. The one who plants only a little will gather only a little, and the one who plants a lot will gather a lot. Now, this is from a book called 2 Corinthians, and you'll find this in chapter 9, verse 6. Here is something to remember. The one who plants only a little will gather only a little, and the one who plants a lot will gather a lot. Now, if you're like me, you might just want to try and remember this, or if you're a bit more artistic and a bit more creative than me, perhaps you might want to make a painting or a drawing and hang it up on the wall so that you've got something really pretty to look at. But the big challenge is to try and remember this verse. Here is something to remember. The one who plants only a little will gather only a little, and the one who plants a lot will gather a lot. Now, I hope that you'll really be able to do one of these three challenges, or perhaps two, or maybe even all three. And as you do, I hope that you'll think about the parable of the sower and what that means for us. I'm going to leave these words up on the screen for a couple more seconds, and you'll be able to pause this video if you want to record and write those down. So I just want to say God bless you, and I hope that you will really have a great time with these challenges today. Bye now.